MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
Good morning and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena. It's semifinal Thursday. We've got one semifinal done. We have one more coming up here in Class 5A, the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Dar Danielson. Jamie Steyer joining me here, just at a socially distanced correct spot away as we get ready for the Girls Union Network powered by MidAmerican Energy Company. Well, Jamie, we've got one side of a potential rematch in the title game set up. Waukee downing Ankeny Centennial 50-29. Johnston will take on Iowa City West in our ball game that's coming up here at the stroke of noon. The Dragons at 17-1, defending state champions, the Trojans here at 14-3. Iowa City West, first time back in 2 years in the state tournament. The Dragons trying to defend here after winning last year, and we talked with Coach Jillick just a little bit ago, and, you know, ask them if they're kind of flying under the radar because they lost some girls off that team last year, had some back, but they started out highly ranked. They've gone through with just one loss, so there's no under the radar anymore here.
No, certainly not. And he said that he thought that maybe they would take a little bit of time to adjust, to gel together, and that really hasn't been the case. It's a team that loves to play basketball together. It's a team that exists for each other. They play the right way, great ball movement, so they're really, really a fun one to watch. But I feel like a lot of people are getting hung up on the potential rematch, and I know Iowa City West is here to play spoiler to that.
Yeah, because they had to get their own rematch, and they won over Waterloo West to advance here to the semifinals. We'll talk more about that coming up here, and we'll have some keys to the game and things to talk about. That's coming up after this at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's Pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson here with Jamie Steyer. Today we have the second semifinal of the day in 5A, Johnston and Iowa City West, and let's take a look at their road to the semifinals here. We mentioned it briefly that they defeated Cedar Falls, Johnston did, in the quarterfinals. 3 players in double figures there. For Iowa City West, they defeated Waterloo West in a rematch of a game they lost by 3 during the regular season. Tate had 21 points, and amazing thing about that, too, is their leading scorer. She only had 2 points in the game, but everybody else picked up the slack there, Janie.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Mina Tate had a great game, 21 points. Emma Ingersoll-Wang chipped in 17. Matea Tellis with 12. So a lot of people who generally are not going to be in a position to score that many points. Audrey Cook just couldn't get herself going, but was able to find her teammates, had 4 assists on the game, and they did what they needed to do.
So that's your road to the semifinals here as they look to these teams look to advance to the title matchup, which will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Let's take a look now at our Kruger seeds to the game, or our key to the game here. And let's first take a look at Iowa City West here as they come in.
And Iowa City West, we mentioned Audrey Cook, only 2 points last round. That's not going to cut it today. They got to get Cook cooking. That's what B.J. Meyer told me after the game. He said, first thing after the game, hadn't looked at Johnston yet, but he said, we've got to get Audrey some touches. We got to get her some looks. Having other players able to score, obviously a huge benefit, but Audrey Cook's got to get going in this game. In addition, they got to defend the 3. Johnston, a great shooting team, the ability to hit a lot of points really fast when they're hitting from 3. And I'm watching them in warm-ups right now, and there are a lot of shots falling, so they're going to really have to defend around the line.
Okay, let's talk about our Kruger seeds keys to the game for Johnston, the defending state champion.
Well, for Johnston, like you mentioned, we got to talk to Coach Jellick right before the game, and he said they've really got to stop penetration. Iowa City West is an offense that has the ability to get to the hoop really well. On offense, Johnston's got to get ball movement. They have a lot of players who are able to score, and so when you get that ball movement, you start kind of getting the defense out of their rhythm, and you start getting really good looks. And for them, a lot of places on the court are a good look, whether it be inside, whether it be outside. So that ball movement is going to be key to getting their offense flowing.
Today's Seeds for Success brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. The 2 teams are out warming up. We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off here. Stick with us at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices. Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
The Iowa Bankers Association, proud to help students reach their goals both financially and educationally. They're providing 5 student athletes this year at this year's tournament with $1,000 scholarships. Go to facebook.com/Iowa Bankers to see the winners. Let's go to our PA man, Tim Fitzpatrick.
Basketball 5A semifinal matchup featuring the visiting team, the Iowa City West Trojans, and the home team, the Johnston Dragons.
The score of any game may be forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you in the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
Time to introduce the players in today's 5A quarterfinal matchup. First of all, here are your non-starters and assistant coaches for the visiting team, the Iowa City West Trojans. Number 2, Lucy Wolf. Number 4, Lucy Schmid. Number 10, Avery Vest. Number 11, Liv Williams. Number 20, Krisha Kapoor. Number 21, Jenna Saunders. Number 22, Malay Lacey. Number 25, Zola Gross. Number 30, Christiana Washington. And number 44, Phoebe Burt. Your assistant coaches, Nate Fries, Brian Motley, Chris Thorson, Erica Munt, and Ella Dobbitz. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the home team, the Johnston Dragons. Number 2, Isabella Balsley. Number 10, Ashley Faber. Number 22, Kayla Frickenstein. Number 23, Aaliyah Riley. Number 24, Molly Nelk. Number 32, Natalie Carey. Number 33, Emma Hampton. Number 34, Allie Hart. And number 40, JC Blanchard. Your assistant coaches, Mark Hine, Jenny Cook, Brad Buchan, Christine Wolford, and Danny Spann. And now it's time to meet your starters for this 5A quarterfinal. For Iowa City West, a 5'5 senior, number 3, Malaya Tellis. For Johnston, a 5'4 junior, number 4, Zoe Buchan. For the Trojans, a 5'5 junior, number 5, Emma Ingersoll Wang. For the Dragons, a 5'10 senior, number 14, Kinsey Jillick. For Iowa City West, a 5'8 sophomore, number 12, Mina Tate. For Johnston, a 5'5 junior, number 20, Anna Gosling. For the Trojans, a 5'10 senior, number 23, Audrey Cook. For the Dragons, a 5'11 freshman, number 30, Eiley Tanky. And for Iowa City West, a 5'10 sophomore, number 24, Anna Prouty. For Johnston, a 6'2 junior, number 42, Jada Jimphy. Head coach for the Trojans, BJ Mayer. And for the Dragons, Chad Jillick. Ladies and gentlemen, now please turn your attention to the area in front of the scorers table. The officials for today's game as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Kurt Walderbach, Todd Thompson, and Ben Hauge. All right, who's ready for state tournament basketball?
I'm ready for state tournament basketball. Dar Danielson along with Jamie Steyer on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. And We mentioned at Johnston they can't be looking forward to a rematch. They have to take care of business right now, and kind of puts Iowa City West in a good position. No pressure there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's partially what happens when you get that first round upset. You say, all right, great, we won this one. Let's move on to the next. And for Iowa City West, they're here to just keep on winning.
Gyamfi with it up top for Johnston as they rotate through the middle. Get it to Buchan. Over to Gillick, now inside, up, and good by Gyamfi.
Gyamfi had a monster game in the first round here at the state tournament, and it looks like they're trying to continue that early.
18 points, 18 rebounds. Not a bad double-double there for her to start it out. Here's Tellis. She'll pull up. Off, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gillick. She gets it off to Tanky. Here's Gyamfi. She pulls up for three. Short. Rebound pulled down by Ingersoll Wang.
It's a nice-looking shot from the big girl, though. You like to see them able to stretch out the defense early.
Down the lane. Stop and knocked away. They get it out of there without getting it tied up was Gillick. Here comes Johnston on the stop and go, up and through for two is Allie Tanky.
Man, and Eiley Tanky, I mean, she can hit the outside shot. She can take it inside. She's a really agile, talented young kid.
Here's Iowa City West looking for their first bucket. They go inside. Gyamfi knocks it away, and it's tied up, and that'll stay with Iowa City West.
Well, Johnston is certainly pressuring on defense early, doing what they want to do, not letting them get any easy shots up, and indeed barely getting any shots up as Iowa City West.
With it outside, Tellis on the drive, step through, no good. Gyamfi pulls the rebound down. Buchan, right wing. They try to go across, but it's picked off by Tate. Bounce inside, and there's a foul on Cook. She'll go to the free throw line.
And a nice little 3-on-1, maybe 2 break there by Iowa City West. You like to see Mina Tate try and get closer to the hoop, pull that defense up, and then free up Cook for getting fouled down there, and then, of course, hitting the first of 2 free throws.
Cook, as you said, hit the first one. Second one is good. Cook's about an 83% free throw shooter, so she doesn't miss many when she gets the chance.
Oh, certainly not. Having her at the line is a good thing for Iowa City West.
They go inside. Gyamfi up and through, blocked from behind, gets it back, then is stripped by Ingersoll Wang. She brings it down and up and good, pushes through the defense. She was a big spark for them in the opening round.
Absolutely, and a nice little double clutch layup there, sneaking around the defense. When you're a little undersized, you get crafty in there.
Got our first tie of the day early on. Inside post to Gyamfi. She gets the rebound put back up and good.
Probably lucky not to get called for a charge there, just kind of dropped the shoulder, and if Iowa City West wants to be able to contain her, they're going to have those doubles.
On the drive, double clutch leaves it short. Trying to get through the 2 defenders was Ingersoll Wang, but they'll get the ball back. And we get our first IMT insurance substitution of the day. Liv Williams coming in for Iowa City West. You see the replay here of the shot. Now live action inbound to Iowa City West. Up top is Cook. Over to Williams. There's a 3. Or is that a 2? That's a 2, to tie it up again. Here's Johnston. They look over to the bench.
Being told to move the ball.
Is there any time when the coach doesn't say to move the ball? Down the lane, runner up, no good. Rebound Gyamfi. Put back up, no good. Yep. And this time she'll be called a little too much there.
Yeah, the first one she had some position. There was no one in front of her. On the second attempt, it looked like, who was in there drawing that? I think it was Liv Williams who got good position on her. and wasn't able to move her out of the way just due to kind of the size differential there, but got position and was able to draw the foul.
Because it's not always a foul when you're taller and can get that ball, versus over the back, but when you get in and push into that defender,
exactly,
then that's when you get into foul situation. Here's Iowa City West working it. Down on the post to Williams. Back out. Tellis. Across the top. Saunders. Cook looks guarded tightly there. Back over to Tellis. She'll drive. Kicks it back out to Williams. Trying to move this defense around a little bit. Spins in right into Gyamfi. Back out for a long two. No good. And Zoe Buchan pulls it down and then draws the foul.
Iowa City West, you can see, is really trying to crash the boards on offense. Even if the ball ends up in Johnston's hands, they're trying to get maybe a trap in there, get their hand on an outlet pass, just trying to contest there and see if they can extend those possessions and at the very least make it hard for Johnston to turn around and go in transition.
That was Saunders with the foul, the first team foul here on Iowa City. Halfway through the first quarter, still tied here.
Johnston started off so strong, and then Iowa City West with that kind of push back, and it feels like that might be the way the game goes today.
There's a steal, step through, all the way up, and good by Matia Tellis. And Iowa City has their first lead.
And there's that pressure. Gosh, that really tough defense by Iowa City West.
There's a three, good by Nelk. And the lead right back to Johnston. Free throw line, they kick it back out for three. No good. Rebound comes out long to Tanky. Right side for three. In transition, no good. Rebound pulled down, and she couldn't. Now it looks like she couldn't quite pull it in.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there trying to secure the rebound and knocked it out of her hands. Wasn't able to secure before it went out of bounds. And here Johnston has another chance to get a good shot up.
Aaliyah Riley in for an IMT Insurance substitution. Drive, kick back to Gyamfi for three. No good. Rebound comes off to Iowa City. And that was Saunders with it. So both teams substituting a little bit here early going. Under 3 minutes to play. Johnston with a 1-point advantage, and there's a foul. Offensive foul called.
That's a tough situation to get called for a charge, but boy, I really like how strongly Lacey is in there playing. Had some really tough box outs on Gyamfi, trying to prevent her from getting to the boards, and then I like her seeing going aggressively. Just going to have to be a little more strategic with it next time.
Riley with it outside for three is good by Nelk.
And there we see Johnston has the ability to hit those outside shots at such a high clip. The second that there's any daylight out there, they're looking for the shot.
Nelk shooting 51.2% from beyond the arc, so she can come in off the bench and hit it. And there's a foul called on the drive by Ingersoll Wang. Aaliyah Riley with the foul. Inbound underneath for Iowa City West. Get it over to Prouty. Prouty dribbles in, hands it off to Tate. Pull up, in and out, and Gyamfi able to pull down the rebound.
Man, and for a while there, Mina Tate could not miss last game. So tough to get a good look like that and not have it fall.
In and up and good.
Wow.
Tanky attacking the basket.
Such confidence and such poise for a freshman to go right at the hoop and know that even through contact, I'm going to knock it down.
Here's Tellis. Looking for the cutter coming through. She'll have to throw it over the top to Tate. Tate off to Tellis. Now she'll put up a three. In and out. Rebound comes down. Iowa City, and then it's tied up. And the held ball will go to Johnston.
And that's where Iowa City West has been staying in there, staying ready for potential offensive rebounds. And Prouty had really great position there, went up, ended up getting tied up, coming back down. But you like to see that when they're shooting those long shots, they're ready for long rebounds.
Lucy Wolf into the ball game for Iowa City West. An IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTINS.com. There's a back cut and a bucket for Gosling.
And that's tough when you're pushing that pressure out on the perimeter. They can kind of get away from you.
Build the lead now to 8. It's been a while since Iowa City's gotten a bucket. Here's the drive and the drop it back. Outside crossover. Tate now puts it up and banks it home off the glass.
Really nice move there, rejecting the screen, getting her defender on her back foot, and getting a really nice look there in the middle of the lane.
Up top, Jimfy looked at the three this time, but pulls it down. Now kicks it out. On the drive, pull up in the lane is good. Gosling not afraid to drive.
No, certainly not. And such a quick first step.
One of those freshman players, or junior, some of those underclassmen that stepped up on this team, that Coach Gillick talked about. There's a block, but that'll be called a foul. Tanky thought she got it clean, but no.
Yeah, maybe if I think that if Cook were left-handed, she would have had it. But when you got to come across the body, a little bit too much contact there.
First on her, 4th team foul. Sends Cook to the line and misses one. A rarity there.
Well, you can tell that Johnston obviously watched the first round game of Iowa City West and Waterloo West, but certainly learned a couple things, putting just a lot of pressure on Audrey Cook still. Really tough for her to get any separation and get good looks at the hoop.
She's got 3 points, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Here comes Aaliyah Riley with it. Over to Buchan. Back to Riley. Jimfrey out of there now. And Emma Hampton in for Johnston as they wind it down here. Fake the three. Now out for the long three at the buzzer. I don't know. That would have counted, I believe. The official had his hand up. So at the end of one, Johnston with a 7-point lead here. Back with the second quarter after this at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
We go to the second quarter here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. 5A semifinal. Winner advances to the championship. The Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer, Iowa City West will start the second quarter, down by 7 and a little pressure up front, and they're going to call offensive foul. 2 officials talked it over, and they charge Emerson Wang with the offensive foul.
And not a lot of disagreement there coming from Iowa City West or their bench. Just got trapped and got a little bit overzealous trying to push through it as opposed to trying to pass. But gosh, what a strong, quick trap there by Johnston.
Hey fans, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means a college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever. There's a 3 by Buchan. Find out more about that at central.edu. And now the lead up to 10 here. And Iowa City West looking for some offense. Pull up by Ingersoll Wang. She falls down, but coming back the other way with it is Hampton. Bounce pass down low. Double team. She gets out of it, up to Gyamfi. Round the horn for three. No good. Rebound. Back to Johnston. Kick it out for three again. No good. You can miss that one.
And it's tough when you have so much rotation, when you're putting so much pressure. It's really hard to find someone to box out. So anticipating more of those offensive rebound opportunities for Johnston.
Tellis gets it to Prouty. Now knocked away. Riley down. Nice look. In for the pass. Draws the foul. That's good heads-up basketball there.
And Aaliyah Riley, another one of those really talented freshmen. Just so quick and really good with the ball. She had 7 free throws and was 7 of 7 from the line in their first-round game against Cedar Falls. So she has a way of getting past defenders.
Jillick with the free throw. She's hitting 86% at the line. Several substitutions here for IMT Insurance substitutions. Jillick up and through. Extends that lead to 12. Iowa City West looking for their first bucket here of the second quarter. Crossover by Tate. Stops. Gets it to Tellis. Now Cook. Cook drives in. Dishes off and shot up no good. Rebound comes off to Buchan. They're finding a lot of defenders down low, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was a great pass, but Gyamfi there to contest, then snagging it back on the other end.
Cook into the lane, kicks it out. Now they rotate it over. Here's a three. No good. And pulled down by Gosling. All the way down, up and good by Aaliyah Riley. Timeout called by Iowa City. Looks like they want a full timeout. Trailing here, 25-11. We'll take a break. Be back with the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service. MidAmerican Energy and you, together partner.
At the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, Dar Danielson. Jamie Steyer here as Johnston's come out and outscored Iowa City West 7-0 to take a 25-11 lead here in the second quarter. And Iowa City West, Jamie, having a hard time scoring, but a good active defense by Johnston is preventing that too.
Yeah, it's tough because most of their shots are coming from around the perimeter. Johnston obviously had a point of emphasis not wanting to allow them to drive to the hoop, and so what's left open is the outside shots, and when they're not falling, it's really tough to get something going.
And they haven't been able to get Cook inside. So here's Tellis, and thrown away. Going to go back to Johnston. Buchan brings it up. Gyamfi back in there at the quarter after getting a little bit of a break. Buchan dribbles in, kicks it back outside. They rotate it over to Jillick, and she has it almost poked away by Tellis. But they'll bring it back out. Gyamfi working hard down there against Lacey, trying to get open. Now they lob it into her. It's knocked away, and Iowa City just cannot pull it out of there. And
really great effort down low.
Frickenstein comes in. Or excuse me, Nelk comes back in for Johnston, an IMT Insurance substitution. Because Gyamfi's getting good position and trying to make some space. There she gets it up. No good, knocked around, and the rebound comes down to Iowa City.
And once again, Malay Lacey just has the strength to at least contest Gyamfi and try and move her out of the spot she wants.
Over the left wing to Tellis. Out for three is no good.
And we're now going on about 5 minutes since Iowa City West has hit a field goal. The last one came with 55 seconds left in the first period when Mina Tate hit that little jumper in the paint. And since then, just one free throw from Audrey Cook, and that's it for the scoring.
Halfway through the second quarter almost, and they have not hit a bucket or a free throw. In the drive and kicks it out. And Gosling was pleading her case. She thought she got fouled, but the official must have said Iowa City West got the ball because it'll go out to Johnston. Back in is Aaliyah Riley. Lob it over. Go to the corner. Now they'll try to rotate it back around. Down the lane, up and good.
Wow.
Aaliyah Riley on the drive.
She just gets right to the hoop. Like I said, she has that quick first step, but then she just can slide by defenders and isn't afraid to go through contact.
Over to Cook. Cook is immediately covered by Tanky. Now down into the lane, kicked it back out. On the drive. There's a three, short. And scramble for the rebound, and it'll be a held ball. And that'll go to Johnston.
But once again, you see Iowa City West staying in there, trying desperately to get those second chance points, trying to get into the lane. Mina Tate had a really nice drive there, but just wasn't able to find a lane to finish.
Come all the way down, long pass up, and the shot rolls off by Nelk, but almost caught Iowa City. Not looking, and then driving in. That'll be a blocking foul.
And looks like that might be the recipe for success for Iowa City West there. When Johnston's able to get their defense that it has been stifling so far. So at this point, just try and drive the court as fast as you can. See if you can't catch them a little bit off guard. Get a little bit closer of a shot.
15 foul on Johnston. You throw it all the way over. Looks at it. Now there's a foul on the shot, a push. So, again, as you said, the penetration.
Mm-hmm. And there was early in the possession. They didn't pound the ball into the ground. They weren't just waiting. They just got the ball and went straight to the hoop. And I think that's probably going to be the best bet there for the Trojans.
Wolf to shoot two. Rattles that one home. 56% free throw shooter. Their first points coming 3:32 into the second quarter.
And, of course, here now driving gets a little bit more difficult again with Gymphy back in the game to defend the rim.
Second free throw's up and good. And sometimes you just get points even if it's a couple free throws. Maybe that gets you back going again here.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you don't see the ball go in the hoop for several minutes at a time.
Lob it down to Gymphy. She throws it back up. They rotate it over. Now inside. Across the top. They try to go down low. She does somehow handle that, but can't bring it up as the pass is a little low to Tanky. And
I have no idea how that pass was even completed. It felt like there was three Trojans between the ball and the destination.
Rocket pass in there, and she had to kind of slow it down. Got the catcher's mitt on it, knocked it down, but then able to pick it up. So here comes Iowa City West, trying to get a little string of points going themselves here. Down by 14. Backing in, Cook gets it outside. On the drive, up off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gosling. Off the miss by Prouty. Tanky inside, has it knocked away. They had Cook on the run out, but didn't see her till it was too late. On the drive is Tate, up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Riley. Riley throws it the other way and is picked off by Iowa City West. Now inside, up and good by Prouty. I think she was so surprised she was in there and had it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It was really open. Actually allowed the defense a chance to get back in there, but put up a nice layup.
They haven't had many shots down on the block like that. Here's a long three, short. Gymphy battling for the rebound, pulls it out of there. Rolls off the rim. She gets it again somehow. Puts it back up and good.
When she gets that many chances down low, more often than not, it's going to end up in points. Really got to be able to get in there and try and fight for position, but it is so tough.
Iowa City West. Cook with it. Trying to get something going here. Gets it off to Wolf. Wolf outside. They're trying to go more inside now. They're not shooting a three immediately, which probably is a little better here. Slow the game down. Here again, Wolf in. Spins up off the glass and good.
And a really nice move there, not trying to get too close to the hoop, making Gyamfi decide whether she's going to pull out there, and ended up getting a little fadeaway layup.
Got it down to 12. Lob into Gyamfi. She puts it up and off the rim. No good. Battling for the rebound. And it's going to stay with Johnston.
The hard thing when it gets that low is you really don't have time to turn around and box out from the time the shot goes up to when the rebound's coming down. So for Jada Gyamfi, when she gets that deep, it's so easy that, if the ball rims out, you're just snagging it right back.
Tellis back in for Iowa City on an IMT insurance substitution. And a steal by Cook. She'll go down one-on-one and stripped, and the foul will be called on Riley.
And great effort on Riley getting back in defense, not letting Cook outrun her, and great effort there trying to get her hand on the ball.
It's Riley's third foul. Free throw rattles around and good for Cook. Second free throw, and kisses off the glass, and a go. Cook has 5 points all on free throws here. There's a lead down to 10 now. Had been up to 16. So a little bit of a run by Iowa City. Down the lane, up and no good. Knocked out of the air, and the battle for it. And they're going to call the foul on Iowa City West, and the player's still down on the floor.
Really looks like she's hurting there.
Tanky with the foul. That'd be the 18th foul on Johnston. And
took a really hard dive. Looked like she hit her head on the floor.
Let's take a break. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at Wells Fargo Arena, Emma Ingersoll-Wang getting up. She took a hard spill, hit her head on the floor there. The Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And more active down there, poking the ball away and fighting for those rebounds, Jamie. That's kind of helped Iowa City claw back a little bit. Now, they get a chance to go down and shoot some free throws with the clock stopped here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it would be really easy to look at the score and say, wow, we got down so quick there, and kind of give up. But obviously Iowa City West, the last team ever to do that, and unfortunately not being able to convert into free throws there, but making that effort to push back to get within 10 here, and really looking a lot better down on the defensive end, to be sure.
Here's Johnston with it. Let's see if they hold for one. No, they're going to put up the three. Gyamfi right underneath there. Up and no good. And she's had about three in a row rattle in and out like that.
Yeah, and Audrey Cook finally able to get really good position and box her out there. That's why she didn't get another chance, because Cook pushed her out of there, said no more offensive rebounds for you.
Tellis over to Saunders. Now back to Tellis as Iowa City West looks to cut it below double digits here to end the half if they can get the shot off. Down the lane. Kicked out for three. That's going to be short. Battle for it, and they tried to save it, but it'll go to Iowa City West as Tanky tried to keep it alive. And some substitutions here, IMT insurance substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Lob into Cook. She puts it up at the buzzer. Good! Perfectly run play by Iowa City West. And they cut it down to 8 here at the half. Got a little run going there after it took them a while to score. It's halftime. We'll be back and check out some of the stats and some other stuff here at the halftime. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
We're at halftime. It's Johnston 29-21 over Iowa City West. Johnston had built a 16-point lead, but Iowa City West has come back, brought it under double digits here at the half. And these 5A semifinal winner advances to meet Waukee in the title game coming up tomorrow night. Now we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state basketball tournament. Earlier this week, Tom Florian of the Girls Union had the opportunity to sit down with Farm Bureau President Craig Hill for an interview to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the Girls Union and student athletes across the state.
And we'd like to welcome you into the halftime show. I'm Tom Florian with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's game. The Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament here now in its 102nd edition in Des Moines, a great event for the state of Iowa. And we here at the Girls Union are so thankful for those who support us in putting on this fantastic event, none of which are more important and great as Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Joining me now here at halftime is President of Iowa Farm Bureau, Craig Hill. Craig, good to see you.
Good to see you, Tom.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here. We want to tell the viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide to the Iowa Girls Union. My first question to you would be, why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest and support the Iowa Girls Athletic Union?
Oh, well, Tom, the Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union now for 16 years. And we're thrilled, once again, to be a part of what we consider to be the best girls' state tournament in the country. And it does showcase Iowa's elite teams, our elite players, and I would suggest our elite fans as well. But we recognize the pandemic. It has certainly made the trip to qualify for this tournament just a little bit more challenging. And, you know, I would suggest that it's also a testament to the ability of our student athletes to adapt and to persist through these tough times. So we're just so proud of these student athletes.
And you mentioned the student athletes and how they've grown and persevered through this challenging year. Talk about why Iowa Farm Bureau is so invested in supporting Iowa's youth.
Oh, well, you know, Tom, I'm a farmer, but I've always said that our kids here in Iowa are our most important crop. And that's why the Iowa Farm Bureau provides just over $250,000 in scholarships to students each and every year. more than $450,000 over the last 8 years for Iowa's teachers in terms of classroom supplies, as well as our sponsorship of 4-H and FFA and many other youth organizations, but of course, the Governor's Scholar Program. And we recognize academic students academics and students in Iowa through that program.
And you mentioned recognizing and providing recognition and scholarship opportunities for youth in Iowa. But these student athletes here on the court today, they're actually taking home some other types of souvenirs, if you will, from the state tournament. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, each player will receive a signature ball, a basketball that coaches and players can sign. Everyone can keep as a keepsake and kind of a reminder of what the journey has been to get them here to the state tournament. So it's an opportunity for us to provide some good memories and keep that keepsake in front of them as they go on as being leaders in Iowa in our communities.
A cool keepsake, most definitely. Well, Craig, we are out of time here at halftime, but I want to thank you again for your support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and everything that you do. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Once again, thanks to Craig Hill, the Iowa Farm Bureau, for their continued support of the Girls Union. And we'll come back. We'll talk more about the first half stats. You see the score there, 29-21. Johnston up by 8. That lead cut in half, though, by Iowa City, as the biggest lead by Johnston was 16. We'll take a break, come back with more after this on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs in building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Maybe that's why scientists are trying to recreate real meat. Trying to duplicate the taste and texture, often using more than 20 ingredients. But why tamper with what Mother Nature already perfected? A more complete, high-quality protein, Iowa Raised Meat is the original health food, with 9 essential amino acids necessary for the human diet. Nutrients that are hard to get from plant-based proteins. Best of all, the real meat on your dinner table tonight was sustainably raised with love by Iowa farm families. As much as people may try, there's just no substitute for the taste, texture, and nutrition of nature's perfect protein. But hey, keep at it. It's flattering that so many products want to be us.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
Back at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Gar Daniels in here along with Jamie Steyer. If you hear a growling, that's because they're throwing out Fairway snacks here, Jamie, and I haven't had lunch yet, so you might hear that later on in the broadcast as they were throwing those out. But let's take a look at it here, and really kind of free throws kept Iowa City West in this. They didn't get their first points till 3:52 to go in the second quarter there, but they've managed to chip that 16-point lead down to 8.
Yeah, and I mean, when you look at the score by the periods, it was 11-18 in favor of Johnston in the first quarter, and then Iowa City West actually nearly kept it tied there in the second. The scoring was 10 points to 11, so weren't quite able to chip into the lead coming from the first quarter, but didn't allow them to extend it too significantly either. And I think the really significant thing that I'm seeing for Iowa City West is they haven't been able to get any one person going. Yeah. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players who have hit one field goal. No one's made more than one field goal yet on the game, no matter how many they've shot. And then obviously the free throws, like you mentioned, are what's keeping them in it. Audrey Cook, 5 of 6 from the line. Lucy Wolf, 2 of 2. So 7 free throws to bring them up to that 21-point margin. And then for Johnston, just getting really good looks. And, man, Jada Gyamfi with 5 offensive rebounds in the first half. Yeah,
and the rebound 22-11 there, a big disparity between the rebounds. But it seemed like Iowa City West did a little better job of, if they didn't get the rebound, just poking it out so it's more in play and getting away from Gyamfi late in that second quarter.
Yeah, definitely got more aggressive. I think started looking at it and saying, well, if we're going to struggle to get the ball in the hoop, we're going to have to create more opportunities for ourselves. So got much more aggressive. I would anticipate seeing more aggressive defense, maybe pushing the pace, pushing the tempo a little bit here. I'd say maybe even seeing a little bit of a partial press or at least extending to half court for Iowa City West. And then really got to keep looking to get to the hoop. Audrey Cook with that last-second shot to end the half. They've got to be able to build off that and really get her going here in the second.
Well, we got a half to the title game here. Johnston hoping for a rematch and a chance to defend, while Iowa City West looking to spoil the party, rematch party, and jump in there themselves. Johnston will start with the ball to start the second half. Same starters for both teams here, and we start with the 3 from the left side. Good! The 3 by Johnston to open up the scoring here by Tanky. Here's Iowa City with it. Tate. To Tellis. Tellis looking at it. Now drives in, stops. Kick it back outside. And they haven't hit a 3 yet. Trying to find an open one here. Back over to Prouty. Now inside on the cut. Up and good by Emma Ingersoll-Wang,
who had kind of a scary fall there in the first half, so she is back looking good and playing hard.
Yeah, good to see her back out there on the floor. Hit her head and had to go out for a while. Of course, imagine they put her through the concussion protocol. Anytime you come down and hit your head, no matter what the sport it is. Here's Johnston. Back out to Gillick. Looks like they're going to try to pull them out a little bit here. Across the top for 3. Good! By Faber.
And a really great pass.
Buchan.
Really, really great pass. Fell right into her hands. Didn't really even have to move at all to shoot it.
So the lead back up to 12 here. Here's a 3 the other way. Is off no good. Gyamfi with the rebound. Boxed out. Prouty down there.
And Prouty's still fighting.
Fake by Buchan, drives in, leaves it off, no good. Rebound comes out to Iowa City West. Cook trying to do something with it. Goes up top to Ingersoll-Wang. Prouty. Ingersoll-Wang thought about the 3, now will drive in, stops, spins, and she got called for the travel.
He ended up trying to set her feet and then stumbling onto one more step. And tough when you've got that contact that you're trying to fight through and kind of trying to turn and kick it out behind you, not really an on-balance pass.
And just, not really yet feeling you got to score every possession, but you don't want to have too many where you don't score here with the double-digit deficit right now. And tried to keep that foot down but couldn't. Rebuking and turns it right back over.
It's going around there on those couple possessions, but that's good because like you said, it's not you have to score every possession, but it just puts more pressure on the defense when you don't. So here, a really good opportunity, could cut it back to 10 points or maybe even less.
Down the lane, and Gyamfi gets the block, but it's picked up by Prouty underneath. Back outside, IGHSAU Wang for three. Oh, it hit right in the, almost stuck in there, but came out. And then picked off. Short pass, Tellis. She'll go in against Gyamfi. And Gyamfi called for the block. A little too much there.
Yeah, and Gyamfi down low, really nice and solid, and not a bad perimeter defender, but when you've got the guard coming at you full speed and you just aren't moving your feet quite well enough and just kind of getting the bounce off there. But good call and a really good attack there.
Aaliyah Riley in for Johnston for an IMT insurance substitution. Here's a three. Good by Tellis.
And again, they're getting such good looks out there.
Down to 9. Knocked away.
Mina Tate is so active on defense. She's helped create several steals. She's in there and making Johnston have to reset by getting the ball tipped out of bounds there, but just so long and agile.
Lucy Wolf in for an IMT insurance substitution for Iowa City West. Gyamfi up and good. She's now got 8. Wolf came in off the bench, had 4 points to kind of keep him in it in that second quarter. Up and no good. Rebound, Gyamfi. On the run out, here comes Riley. Looked inside, had Tanky down there, but decides to pull it back out. Riley. Johnston content to take their time with this 11-point lead. Across the top to Tanky. She drives in. Runner, no good. Battles for the rebound, but is pulled down there by Wolf. And here come Iowa City Tate. Tellis back outside. Prouty for three. Good.
And taking all the time that she needed. You could hear Coach Meyer from the bench yelling, hit it, and took that to heart, certainly.
Got it down to 8. Johnston had built it back up to 12.
Not much of a three-point shooter as Prouty only attempted a couple on the air.
Jump through, and it'll go out of bounds. Stopped it. Maybe what would have been an easy layup did Gosling, but it'll be Iowa City West possession there.
And Lucy Wolf there just being nice and aware, getting a hand on it, getting rewarded.
Mally Nelk back in for Johnston, an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Wolf dribbles in, pulls up, no good. Rebound, Gyamfi.
And again, we see these really good attempts, and you almost think that maybe Gyamfi being just a foot away there makes you have to shoot a little bit quicker and makes it a little tougher to knock it down.
Now Tellis comes out front, close to a 5 count. Gyamfi came up to help her as Johnston's been spreading it out a little bit, but now Gyamfi will take it in. And just high and a turnover. So that defense stepped out and forced a turnover.
Well, I just absolutely love Malay Lacey's play out there. She is so confident and so aggressive against even the bigger Gyamfi and forced a turnover there with really nice defense.
And another one of those freshmen is showing off their stuff here. That one goes out of bounds to Johnston.
Plenty of those going around. So many talented freshmen out there between Lucy Wolf, Malay Lacey, and then obviously Eiley Tanky and Aaliyah Riley over there for Johnston.
Yeah, like past years we talked about how freshmen starting and playing have become more common with the year-round basketball and stuff you do now. Well, here's Iowa City trying to cut it down below that 8 mark. That's as low as they've had it. That was what it was at the half. Trailed by as much as 16 in the first half. Now they're being real patient. There's the dish off to Cook. She spins in, gets it back outside. Tellis looked at the three. Now she'll take it in against Jimfrey.
Wow.
Bucket and one.
What a wraparound shot, just getting it up as she was falling. And, man, what a strong finish there. And just a really good idea there. Was thinking about taking that corner three, thought, no, I think I can get to the hoop, and certainly did so.
And Tellis gets the three-point play. She's now got 8 points overall here. And the lead is down to 5 for Johnston. On the drive, and the foul will be called. I think that will go against Cook.
Mm-hmm. Well, and here you see why Aaliyah Riley was able to shoot so many free throws during their first round game. She's just someone who is so effective at getting to the basket, and she sliced through 2 West defenders before reaching Audrey Cook, who I don't think was ready to exactly contest the shot. She would have been in good position to take a charge, but just ended up not being really quite prepared enough.
It's both free throws. So it's a 7-point lead, 2 minutes to play in the third. Winner advances to Friday night's championship matchup with Waukee. Down the lane, up and no good. Battle for it, and they're going to call the foul on Tellis. Her first personal, second team foul. So 2 team fouls now on both teams.
And up until the past minute and a half or so, there was only the 1 foul. So 3 of them coming here pretty quick, but so far, been a really nice, clean game.
Riley with it. Over on the wing to Hampton. On the drive. Looking for somewhere to go. Cook all over her, and then a timeout called as Tanky got caught up with nowhere to go with it. 30-second timeout. We'll leave it right here. Good coaching on both these teams. We see how Iowa City West, they adjusted to what they had to do to stop all the rebounds down low and have clawed right back into this ball game here.
Absolutely, and that matchup there between Tanky and Cook has been really exciting to watch this entire game. I mean, you talk about a freshman who's able to go out there and score and who's able to shoot the three, penetrate, but then on the defensive end, Tanky has been able to hold Cook without a lot of really good shots yet in this game still. And 7 points on the game, but only one of them coming as a field goal. And then down here getting in a little bit of a tough position, a good timeout by Coach Jellick there to be able to just kind of calm everybody down and get them set back up.
Gosling with it for Johnston. Out of the timeout. Oh, bounce passes it over, and Hampton had to come up and pick that up to save a turnover. Now she penetrates in. Now lobs inside. Kicked it back out for 3. Off, no good. Had to wait. Almost got it on the double bounce. Here comes Iowa City. All the way in. Up. Cook leaves it off. No good. Rebound pulled out of there. Quick run out up ahead. And leaves it short. Rebound back to Iowa City. Ingersoll Wang.
That's because of Ingersoll Wang hustling back to contest.
Ingersoll Wang for 3. No good. Rebound comes off to Gosling. She throws it up quick. And no good. Rebound put back and a jump ball called. And that'll go to Iowa City West. So things get a little frantic here at the end of the third quarter.
Absolutely, and you see Johnston trying to push that pace as Iowa City West has been crashing the offensive boards like we've seen all day and trying to poke the ball out on rebounds, but allowing Johnston to get some separation there. But
a couple missed runouts, otherwise they got the lead maybe
those
back up to double digits.
Those quick guards getting back there to defend and contest.
So here's West with it. 30 seconds to play. Tellis, now they lob it inside, and it'll go off of Malay Lacey out of bounds to Johnston.
And a really good idea. I just don't think she was prepared for it.
Jimpy back in for an IMT Insurance substitution. And Buchan will bring it up. Wolf on her. They're going to pressure this as Johnson will try to play for one, looks like. Got Jimpy posted in there. She gets it. Now dribbles it back out. 9 seconds. Dribbling through is Buchan. She'll take it all the way down, throws it up, and doesn't go. Rebound comes off, and they won't get a shot off. So we'll go to the third quarter. A 7-point lead for Johnston as they look to defend the title here. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
It guides me home. I got it.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
We'll go to the fourth quarter here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament 5A semifinal presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer, and Iowa City has battled back. Get it down to 7 here. And Johnston will start with the ball here in the fourth quarter. Riley drives in, draws a foul.
Extending some man pressure. I think open to a little bit more contact there. See how much they can get away with, especially with no one in any significant foul trouble there for Iowa City West, and the total team fouls only at 3.
Yeah, Tellis with her second. So Johnston puts double stacks down there. They're willing to take as much time as they can here with the lead. Nelk gets it back over to Riley.
Still running plays, still looking to the hoop. Certainly not the situation where they're just going to pound the ball into the ground.
But not just
not
coming
rushing.
Down and jacking it. Yeah, not playing like I played on offense. I got the ball and I shot it because I never knew if I'm going to get it back. Gentry up and no good, but she draws a foul. I think that'll go against Lacey.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 foul.
And we see that ability for Jada Gymphy to stretch the defense out and then make such a quick drive to the hoop.
Misses the free throw. She's a 68% free throw shooter. Hasn't shot one today. Has 8 points.
12 rebounds.
Yeah, 12 rebounds, yeah. Heading for another double-double there possibly. She had 18 and 18 points and rebounds in the quarterfinal. Hits that one. And it's back up to 8 here for Johnston. Iowa City West with the ball. Ingersoll Wing backs it in. Now gets it out to Tellis. Right side to Cook. Up top. Fans telling Tellis to shoot the 3. She'll pull over and shoot the little jumper. A little shorter. We got scoring is the key, though, there.
Absolutely, and getting nice separation there to give herself a good shot. And now going to go up and pressure the ball.
On the drive, almost a push off there by Tanky. Another one of these freshmen to Leah Riley. Lobs it over. Gosling will dribble baseline, decide to pull it back out, and then there's a I'm going to say it just went out of bounds. No foul called, I guess. They kind of got their feet tangled.
Yeah,
so I think that looked worse than what it was.
Certainly.
And Riley with it, and again, they try to make them pull out. They do. Now she drives all the way in, up and no good. Rebound comes off to Ingersoll Wang. She had Cook streaking down there, but kept it and then puts it up. Wow.
Somehow flips the ball up into the hoop, and what a drive there.
Little 4-2 run here to start the fourth quarter. Lead down to 4.
Oh, let's see that again. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
through so much contact there. Not foul level contact, but just getting right up into Anna Gosling and still able to get free and put that shot up. And again, here we're seeing they're driving to the hoop. They're having success.
Yes, yep, and showed that body control there as she got it up. Johnston had led by as many as 16. They cut it down at the half to 8. Now this is as close as they've been here for a while, down to 4. Johnston, I don't know if that slowing the pace hurt their offense at all here, but they tried a little bit of running out in the third quarter and they weren't able to score on that. But right now we'll see a little pressure out of Iowa City West.
Absolutely. Probably going to look to trap if they have any opportunity, like right there.
And down, and they're going to get a timeout called. Chad Gillick gets a timeout call before the turnover there.
But Iowa City West has to feel great about their defensive effort there. I mean, forced another timeout.
Held ball, they would have got it back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And they have to feel good about their potential to get more held balls here going forward because they're seeing, okay, we can put this pressure on and it's working.
As I was starting to say, that Johnson has slowed it down, and sometimes you do that and that slows things down and it's hard to prime the pump and get it back going again. But we'll see here. Veteran team. Some of the veterans from that championship team, we'll see if they get things straightened out here. Coach Gillick and Iowa City West looking for the comeback. 6:01 to play. Winner advances to the title matchup with Waukee tomorrow night at 7. Those games on Iowa PBS. Lobbed over the top to Jimfrey. She doesn't see anything happening there, and we'll pull it out. Now she'll try to go one-on-one, does down the lane, up, and no good. Battles for it. Turnaround, put back, no good. Gets it back, and they're going to say no shot. They're going to say a push before the shot.
Probably take that to get an opportunity to get another stop. And again, there we just see putting it up, dropping right back into her hands. Putting it up, dropping right back into her hands, and no one able to force her out of position there.
I think, do they call that Prouty? Anyway, it's the 15th foul now on Iowa City, so that could be a factor too here. Almost a carry there by Buchan. Gets it over to Riley. Now Jimfrey.
I like putting Malay Lacey back in there to defend Jimfrey. She's the one who was really having some success earlier, able to put a little pressure on out there.
And she's sticking with her right down the lane. Riley over. Dribbling through is Buchan. She'll pull it back out to Jimfrey. 5 minutes. Jimfrey in. Kicks it outside Gosling. Now back in Jimfrey. Turn around and she'll draw the foul. So the strategy, take it to the player that got you here, Jimfrey.
Exactly. And it's tough there because you've got good defense there by Malay Lacey. Jumping to the inside shoulder and then that really quick spin move baseline. You just catch Audrey Cook unable to get good position there and just hitting her right on the arm.
Jimfrey with the free throw. Gives her 10 points now. And that, I believe the foul was on Malay Lacey. The 16th foul, so every foul now will be a shooting foul. That one's good. The second one is good. 11 points now for Jimfrey. Under 5 minutes to play. Lead back up. There's a running drive. Bounce, out. Almost went down. Jimfrey pulls it out. Has the run out up ahead. Finally saw her. She stops and gets it blocked. And there's a discussion as to who it went off of. And they're going to award it to Iowa City West.
And really great defense down there. Mina Tate just standing straight up, able to stuff the shot, and then ended up hitting out on Johnston. It's great D.
Tanky was out early, but Jimfrey didn't get a chance to see her until it was a little bit late and got the defense a chance to catch up. Here's Lacey for three, no good. Jimfrey with the rebound. And then a foul will be called on Tellis. And that'll send Jimfrey back to the free throw line.
generally not bad to be pressuring back there, but especially now that you're into the bonus situation for Iowa City West, got to be able to limit those fouls.
Sometimes a big player, when they have it, you can kind of sneak in and poke it away if they bring it down, but Gyamfi handles the ball pretty well.
She really does.
Another IMT insurance substitution for you. Here's Gyamfi to the free throw line. The 1-and-1 here. Misses it. Rebound pulled down, ripped out of there by Lacey. Here's Iowa City. Trailing by 6. And foul called.
And they're getting rewarded for driving in there. And
Gosling, I believe. Yep.
So quick. I mean, those guards, so tough to stay in front of them. Matea Tellis can just slide right by you, and that's why she's had so many good looks. Not a lot of them drop, but really good looks.
Out to Cook. 3, no good. Rebound, Iowa City, and it's blocked by Gyamfi. Stuffed Lucy Wolf. And Gyamfi's kind of been the decider here, offensively and defensively, for Johnston down the stretch. Riley behind the back again, in, and she gets called for traveling. She wanted a foul, but they called the travel. Back in is Mina Tate for Iowa City West for an IMT insurance substitution. You see the replay here. Goes in and kind of...
Yeah, it looks like she was kind of stumbling before she ran into any of the Iowa City West players. Yeah.
Right, so good call there. Here's a 3, no good. Gyamfi goes high, pulls it down, dribbles it off her foot, and then a tie-up will go to Iowa City West.
And getting a little chippy here as we get late in the game. 6 points. It's going to be really physical.
Yeah, 3:28 to the title game. Things get a little tighter, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. It's really tough, and everyone playing really hard. And nothing malicious, just, man, you start getting kind of some pinball out there kind of bouncing around.
Here's Iowa City. Down by 6. Looked at the 3, decided not. Now, here's the 3. Rebound, put back and good! Cook and 1.
Boy, it just felt like if they could get something to fall. They've had so many good looks that just haven't fallen from outside. And I thought, man, if they could get that one and make it a one-possession game. But then here, Audrey Cook just ready for that putback and draw on the foul. That's a really great look.
Big free throw, hits it. She's about 83% free throw shooter. Lead down to 3. Coming up on 3 minutes to play for a trip to the title matchup. Class 5A. And sneaking in from behind, but it will stay with Johnston. Almost stolen there by Tellis.
Well, and what you're doing there is setting the precedent that, no, you're not going to be able to pass the ball around. We're going to put this pressure on you, and it just makes things a lot more difficult for Johnston when they've got that pressure to have to deal with.
They get it in, and quick foul there on Tellis. And she does not like to give an inch on anything, does she?
No.
She's competing out there, and that'll send Riley to the line.
Sounds like BJ Meyer giving her a little pet talk there, a little bit of a calming talk perhaps, as that's 4 fouls. And for Matea Tellis, she's been such a spark for Iowa City West.
Second free throw is good, so clutch free throws by Riley. And the lead back up to 5. Iowa City West with it now. Tellis gets a screen from Lacey. Over to IGHSAU wing. To Cook. She'll drive. Puts it up. Good! Timeout. Iowa City West. Keep it. Is that 30?
Looks like it.
Yeah, 30, so we'll keep it right here.
Well, I mean, that is...
There you see the replay, just a...
That's a heck of a shot.
Drive in, fade off, and put it up. And Cook been kind of quiet till now. She's got 12 points, 5 of those coming here in the fourth quarter.
Finally able to get some looks. She got fouled a couple times there in the first half. Obviously finished off the first half with that last second shot, and then doesn't force it. That's what's so great about Audrey Cook is she's a player who's used to scoring a whole lot of points, but if her shot isn't open, she's not going to force it. She's going to be looking for her teammates, and over the course of the game, eventually things start opening up for her.
Full court pressure here for Iowa City West. Out of the timeout. They dribble it up. Buchan. And then they're going to foul her. So Cook with the foul.
She's getting a little bit of a hip into her.
And that is number 9. So they still the 1-and-1 here. So still some key free throws here. Buchan hits it. She's a 50% free throw shooter and gets that one there. And everything key from here on out. This is the second one. Rebound comes off to Iowa City. Lead is 4. Wang gets it over to Cook. Cook looking for a lane to drive here. Now takes it down, spins in, and gets fouled. Almost got the and one, but I believe that was Tanky with the foul.
And Iowa City West has shown really good patience, kicking around, looking for a place to drive most effectively. And here, you just got to anticipate that they'll be finishing off the game, trying to get to the hoop because they've been rewarded for it. They've been getting good looks at the rim. They've been getting those free throws. And maybe if you have a wide open outside shot, you take it. But gosh, if getting to the rim hasn't been their recipe to get back in this game.
2 free throws, and it's taken away by Tellis.
Just slid right in there. No one saw her. She's so quick she can sneak right in.
2 minutes to play. On the drive, short, rebound poked around, and Jimpy comes away with a run out. Tanky, up and good.
And that's a really big shot and just
puts the lead up to 4. Yep, makes it back to a 2-possession game here.
Jimpy didn't wait too long on that one. Great outlet pass.
Ingersoll Wang, she'll drive in, runner, short, rebound, battled for, pulled out of there by Buchan. She'll dribble it up. And timeout call by Coach Gillick. Full timeout. Stick around. It's a good one. 1:20 to play here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament for a trip to the state championship game presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
We've got a 4-point ball game here in the 5A semifinal of the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Jamie Steyer. Coach Gillick, what's he saying in the timeout there, Jamie?
Well, he's saying to take care of the ball because they've been getting fouled pretty consistently because of the pressure Iowa City West is putting on them. So you have to think that if you can get a couple seconds ticking off the clock, they're going to get fouled here pretty quick, more than likely.
They get it in. And there's the quick foul by Ingersoll Wang.
And there you have a potential steal pretty quick there where got the ball right next to the half-court line, but as soon as she was able to secure and get away from there, drew that foul.
Double bonus now, and Riley has been good at the free throw line today. Calmly hits that one. And we'll get one more here. Hits the second one. She is 6 of 6 from the line with 10 points. for Leah Riley, the freshman.
And she just positively impacts the team when she's out there on the court. She has great vision, so quick, and obviously good free throws.
Emma Hampton back in an IMT insurance substitution for Johnston. Cook backs in, kicks it out. Drive, kick out to the left side, looking at the three, but Tellis can't get it off. Trying to find that shot. A minute to play. Backing in, looking for somebody. Tate up and good. Full time out here, so we'll take another break. 4-point ball game, 52.5 to play. You see the drive and the push shot up there at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Fans trying to Iowa City West cheering for the full comeback here. They trail by 4, 52.5 to play. 5A semifinal, the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Winner advances to play Waukee tomorrow night for the title at 7 o'clock. Johnston won the big trophy last year. Trying to get back there after not being expected to do it, but there's a
little trick play there.
Yeah, now they're discussing it.
I'm not sure if they were able to run the baseline. If they're able to run the baseline, then
they give it to.
They must. Yeah.
No, he's reversing.
So they were able to run the baseline, which means that you're able to pass it to someone out of bounds.
Yeah.
Drew West out of bounds, and so technically on a second try there, that could be a technical if she would cross the barrier again. Yeah. First one's a warning. Second one would be a technical foul.
So
enough to get the ball in.
Yeah, to get it in now. To bring it in. Up top with it is Gosling. Now to Riley. Back to Gosling. They're going to try to play for the foul here, and then a little reach in by Wolf draws the foul, and there'll be 2 shots for Anna Gosling.
First priority there was obviously trying to poke the ball away, but then at a certain point gave it a couple good tries at getting a steal, and then eventually you really just got a foul to get the ball back.
Gosling hits a free throw. That's 5 points for her. She had 4 in the first quarter, and then that's the first point since then. But ups that lead to 5. Second one, no good. So we still got a 5-point lead here. Iowa City West, see if they try to get the quick 3. Over to Ingersoll Wang. She drives.
Need a quicker score.
Cook down the lane, up and good for Cook. They run out the other way. Up in the easy layup for Buchan. Well, that can happen when you're trying to shut it down. 5-point lead, 6 seconds. The 3 is short. Rebound comes off to Johnston. They will defend the state title against Waukee. The final 52-47. Our Casey's player of the game will be Jada Jimfrey with 11 points, and I don't know what the rebounds ended up being for her, but
let's see.
In addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gary Ross and Gene Berger. Congratulations to head coach B.J. Mayer and the Trojans from Iowa City West on an outstanding basketball season. And now Anna Gosling will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Johnston fans, your team advances to the 5A championship and will play Waukee on Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. Congratulations. Fans, on behalf of
Fans, Casey's is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready to go, win or lose. Sign up for the Casey's Rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. So it'll be Johnston, Waukee. It'll be the rubber match of the season. I did the first game between the two where Johnston won. It was a 7-point game, but that was it because of fouls late. And Waukee came down with about 3 times to win that regulation and couldn't. And then the turnaround back over at Johnston, Waukee won that game big. So, but it's a title game. And Jamie, it's a cliche, but the title, there's so much pressure, so much more happening there that who knows.
Yeah, it's really a whole new deal there. Obviously, Iowa City West gave Johnston all they could handle today. What a push there late after being down as many as 16 points early, but tough to overcome Johnston in general, but especially, like you said, our Casey's player of the game, Jada Gyamfi. 18 rebounds, 11 points, had 3 assists, including the one that seals the game there on those runouts. Just an extremely talented player and just someone that's going to be extremely difficult for Waukee to guard, I think. And so if they can rely on Jada Gyamfi and get a little bit of support around her, it could be a heck of a game tomorrow.
9 of 13 free throws for Johnston down the stretch. Also had Aaliyah Riley with 10, 9 for Zoe Buchan. Audrey Cook came alive in that fourth quarter and had, 9 points, 9 of her 16 there as she tried to bring him back. 10 for Tellis. Looking down here, 5 for Prouty. The problem was they had Tate, Tellis, Ingersoll Wing, and Cook scoring in the fourth quarter, but they didn't get a lot of other scoring out of that. And with Gyamfi cleaning up the boards, they didn't get a lot of second chances either.
Yeah, just a little bit too little too late there. If they had been able to get some of those shots falling earlier, would have been an entirely different story. But to be able to battle back and make that push there in the fourth quarter, just an incredible effort there by Iowa City West, led by Audrey Cook.
Sometimes the things you don't expect can, push you forward to the next year. And I think for Iowa City West, they got back down here after a 2-year off from the state tournament. A good showing here. And I'm sure we'll see them back next year with the players they have.
I would not be surprised in the least.
All right. Jamie, a pleasure doing the game with you today. Thanks a lot.
Oh, happy to be here.
The final here, Johnston moves on to meet Waukee once again, 7 o'clock. That's on Iowa PBS. Thanks to Randy running the controls. That's going to wrap it up here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.